welcome, my name is Adam. Welcome to this video. This is a pure introduction into what this series is. In my life, I've ever only flown the C152 in real life, you know, and I'm learning now to fly, and I'll be attempting different planes in the future in the simulator. In the simulator, I've only ever really flown this plane here because I know how to fly it. I've never really flown the C182. I think I've flown once the C172 because they're all very similar. But I mean, this is pretty much close to the one that I flew when I was a bit younger, what it looked like, except it was a tan color instead of the aqua. So I thought I'd do a series of videos because there's a lot of planes. I've loaded up my scenery now, I've loaded up the world, and I've finally loaded all my planes up. And I thought, well, there's a lot of these planes like the 747, 737 that I've never, like, I don't know how to fly them. I'm going to learn them in due time. So I thought it'd be fun, it'd be interesting if I just quickly got into a cockpit and, like, if it's, you know, on the runway with the engines running, and if I could get it in the air, you know, fly it around for a bit and then, you know, bring it in for a landing and just sort of see what happens, because well, I imagine most of the time I'm going to crash, but I just thought it'd be fun and interesting. So that's what this list is of videos. I think the first one I'll attempt is the 747, because that's like the queen of the skies, isn't it? That's like the ultimate one. So so in this rest of this video, I'm just going to quickly run through sort of what planes I do have, so you kind of get an idea of what's coming in the future. So here I've got Cessnas, so 182, 172, 152. We can see that. I've also got the DH6 or DHC6. This came with, when I got Antarctica X, this came with it as part of the package. So basically I'll be able to go and fly around Antarctica with that puppy. So I can't wait for that one, landing on ice or snow. There are a couple of other Airbus ones that I want to install, but I mean, these are the FSX versions, to be honest, that I've kind of, you know, put into P3D, and they do work. So I've, you know, and of course, like A310, that's my favorite livery there. I've kind of got that to work in P3D version 4 as well. So there are like A300, A350. There's a few other A3s that I want to install, but I want to make sure that they work and they don't break the sim, because they're freeware add-ons. So they're just people walking around an airport. I don't think it's fun. This one, I can't wait to fly that sucker. I mean, that 6-engine beast, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be quite fun. The Atlantis Space Shuttle. That's I think I'm going to enjoy doing that one. Now I have this one. When I used to, before I really sort of, you know, took this like real seriously, I used to fly the BAC-111. So I have learned how to operate this aircraft. Not fully though. So I'll probably do a quick one at the end of this video, just sort of take off and land, because I already know how to fly it, so it's not really a first flight. So I'll add that to the end of this one. But I have got other paint jobs for them. I'm not like a livery hoarder. I just prefer real life liveries as opposed to fictional ones. So I try and get rid of the fictional ones where I can. Never flown a Beechcraft aircraft before, so I don't know how different they are from Cessna, but that'll be fun. Now Boeing. Yeah, so I've got 737, got quite a few different airlines of that, which I'm looking forward to seeing this one, this old school, you know, livery. That'll be fun. Continental, British Airways. These are just like my favorite airlines. So I haven't installed every single livery from the PMDG operational center thingamajiggy. It's just crazy, and what I'll be doing is I'll be placing these aircrafts at different airports around the world that I've got as payware, so, or freeware, depending, you know, but how good it is. But you know, I'll be popping them around, so they'll all be taken off from different airports. Now this one, 747-800, right, is not the PMDG one. I literally installed this about 3 days prior. That'll be fun to fly. To the 747-800 coming out, and I haven't flown as of yet, but I'm looking forward to getting into it. But yeah, literally 3 days after installing this, PMDG released theirs. This is the SFX version, so it's a little bit lighter on system resources, but I don't really mind not having the 747-800 version, because I've got the PMDG 747-400 version, so I have got a decent 747. I don't really need to have every single mental, you know. There's a double up there. Why is that doubled? That's weird. Oh, one's an old. Okay, one's the older. Yeah, got the same thingy plate there. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not one who has to have every single release, as long as I've got a 747. You know, although I probably will get the 747 from Just Flight when that comes out, depending what livery they do. I would like a good 747 version of the classic one. You know, not like the new extended stuff or anything like that. But yeah, I do like the older thing. So 777 as well. I do have that. They do so many. Look at these. Oh my gosh, that's just crazy. The amount of liveries that I've got actually for PMDG, as well as cargo. So that's. I mean, yeah, all of these will be. I mean, I'll only test, like, I won't test all the liveries. I'll just test the aircraft itself. Carenado, got the Caravan, the Premier. That'll be fun because that goes, I believe, quite high. That'll be fun to play with. City Hopper, kind of like a Dash 8, and the Citation 2, which is kind of, I guess, like the other one, but and the SF-34. So yeah, Lockheed, they've got a few. So oh yeah, but yeah, I've got the C-130 there. Can't wait to get into that and fly that and see what that's like. That's gonna be crazy. DC-10 I've got. I quite like, or the idea at least, of flying DC-10. And of course I got the old liveries installed here because, you know, it's DC-10. You've got to really. Although I've also got the other DC-10 installed, but I don't have. I prefer this livery, so it's like that's like an FSX version of the DC-10. The CRJ. Got that. That'll be fun to fly. I've never flown. I suppose that's just like a large Cessna, I guess. The Dash 8. I think this is the professional version, or the pilot's version. This is, sorry. Curtis. Oh yeah, the C46 Buffalo Airways. Yeah, that's a beast. Can't wait to get into that one. DC-8. Now DC-8. I'm not going to click on all of these, but I have got quite a lot of DC-8s. Like there's loads. So yeah. Now this is one I put together myself. Somebody asked me for it, so I'll look forward to flying that one. This is the DC-6 from PMDG. Look forward to getting into that. The Havilland. This is the one that I picked up for free at the Cosford Air Show when I got the goodie bag. So thank you very much, Just Flight, for that. Grumman. Oh yeah, man, Top Gun. Yes, the F-14 Tomcat. That'll be fun. Can't wait to get into that one. This one's a smaller, like a little regional thing. That'll be fun to fly. Don't think I'll be walking around as dudes. The Connie. The Connie. Oh, that's gonna be ace. Yes. Can't wait to get into that one. And this one is mental. That looks like a beast of a machine. I don't know what that is, but I can't wait to get into that one and fly that off the EasyJet A321. Yeah, A321 DC-3. Looking forward to getting into that. DC-9. And there we go. That's basically it. So these are all the ones. I mean, I have got loads more. okay? But I've got, like, as it says here, 127 vehicles loaded, but I've only favorited the ones I'll actually be flying. So I've loaded all these into Project Fly, and they're all sat at different airports. And I've even got an add-on that turns your aircraft that you've got installed, that you can say, place it at this airport, place it at the airport, and it will not only place it in the airport, but when you're in another aircraft, if you've placed it at the right airport, you will see it as AI traffic. So I'll see all of my liveries and all my planes as AI traffic, which that'll be cool. I think it's called Where's My Aircraft from Just Flight. It's a really fun, good add-on. Anyway, so I'm gonna pause the video here, and I'm gonna get in, where is it, the BAC, and we're gonna take off and we're gonna land. Okay. Hello, welcome back. So here we are, the BAC 111. I've put in the British Caledonian livery because it's my favorite livery. And this plane is such an interesting little plane. Came out like in the 60s. It was kind of like one of the early jetliners, but it was far advanced, I think, for its time. There were things in it that are still in planes today, and there have been many improvements. And the sad reason of why we don't see this little regional plane flying around in the skies still is basically because the it was too loud, it was too noisy, and that is basically it. So that's basically the reason. So let's climb inside. Here we are in the cockpit. I'm gonna have to do an old Control and E to get everything going. The engines can be extremely loud. I mean, fortunately, I do know how actually to get this going. So, slowly coming online. So I don't need to sort of stumble around this. I do know. Actually, I better set the brakes. Oh, hello. Brakes aren't set. Right, we have to do it manually then, I guess. Which is, let me get rid of the yoke, which is that. Put that parking brake on, and that way we can storm this up. I think they're firing up individually. I don't think flaps in that. Let me check. Oh gosh, that's okay. That was my gear. So if that's my landing gear, that should be brakes. Yep. Okay. So they're back to front. Okay. So that's not my throttle. That's the throttle. Okay. Right. So. Okay. So for the moment, things are back to front. Okay. So that's my reverser. Put that back down. I don't need them to. Right. Here we go. Brakes off, and here we go. So yeah, this one's a little funny thing. My trim wheel, actually, I've got to set that, otherwise we won't be taking off. If I don't set that correctly, it needs to be set to 3. Ooh. Keep it on the. Now this one needs a bit of a runway to get going, so I've got to make sure it's set up really. Otherwise we won't be taking off. So here we go. It's got to have a smooth runway. As you can see at the moment, it ain't fucking smooth. Okay. Hello, there's a Boeing there. We're just racing the Boeing. And there's another one wanting to take off. You know what? We should have kind of already taken off by now. So let's try and get this sucker in the air. There we go. And then we can do gear up and flaps up. And we are going too high there. Right, okay. My controls are a little bit back to front, so you'll have to forgive me on that one. But we've pretty much got it going in the air. Oop. So there we go. There's it flying. And for some reason, we are coming back down to Earth. We're not. For some reason, my trim wheel. Okay, I've got to trim this out then. There we go. It's a real funny one to fly, this. Usually what would happen is, like right about now, I'd put it in vertical speed mode and we'd take off. Actually, I better check it. I've got to make sure I can see my weather here. There we go. Otherwise I won't know where we'll be landing. Yeah, I put it in sort of autopilot vertical speed mode. This is fully like simmed, so like all these buttons and everything actually do something, and I should be doing stuff with this by now. But we're just sort of getting this off into the air. I feel like I'm dragging for some reason. My flaps are completely up. Yep. Trim, I think, needs to... oh, that's not the trim, that was the doors. I think we've just opened the doors here in flight. We just double check. Ah! Shut them doors! My gosh. Customers are jumping out. There we go, that error came up. Clear that. What is my... what was I trying to do again? I can't remember now. But we are going way too high. We need to level off here. We are in the clouds. In the beautiful clouds of England. I think we took off from Birmingham. So, yeah. Let's turn around here. So, yeah, I mean, I learned to fly. This is one of the sort of... I wanted to get into jets. So I quickly learned how to fly this. Let's bring the speed right down here. And just watch as we plummet it to the earth, I think. So, I mean, yeah, I've really never flown it that... Uh-oh, we stalled. We stalled. Let's recover. Let's recover from a stall. Full power. Gee, my life. Okay, let's slowly recover now. We're going way too fast. Pull up, pull up. Pull up. Oh my gosh, we're going down. We are going down. I can't pull back. For some reason, it's not... There we go. It's slowly giving it to me. Okay, full speed again. Trim, trim, trim this sucker up. No, not that one. Oh, my buttons are all back to front. Trim. Trim this sucker. There we go. Okay. Oh, my life. Yeah, I'm so used to flying kind of this on autopilot almost. You know? Like I do this like long journeys on it. So I'm not that used to flying it completely manual. That's why I'm having a bit of trouble. Right, we need to do another turn without stalling this time. Okay, we want to try and bring it down a little bit. Okay. Let's get some speed because we're going a bit too fast. I'm going to try and land at Birmingham again, but I don't know, might not happen. Right. This is like usually a really lovely plane to manage. You know, if you can manage to fly it, this is a really beautiful plane to fly. I'm not flying it at the best it can be. Right, we should see the airport soon. I get the feeling I need to pull back here. We are going way too fast. Trim up. Trim up. Trim that up. There it is. There's the runway. Right. We're going way too fast. I've never... You know what? I've always done this autopilot, so this is the first time it's a manual job. Right. Trim down. We'll bring it in. Put a flap up. Landing gear down. Because we're coming in for a landing. We need to lose a lot of speed. Oh, you know what? We're going to crash this sucker. Trim up. Trim up. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Trim up, man. Why am I not trimming up? Oh gosh, that was such a... Right, trim down, trim down, trim down. Oh my gosh. Yep, okay. Probably exceeded the gear speed, yep. Kill the engines. Full flaps. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna crash this thing. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Sorry, world. Oh, the church has got it. The church bit it. There we go. Hit the parking brakes. And that will instantly stop us. Oh gosh. It was a sad day. Completely wiped out. Rip everything. So there we go. I mean, yeah. I usually do fly that. I usually can fly that. So anyway, it was only a quickie because I kind of have flown that before. But I have flown it on autopilot, to be honest, so not manually. And that's what happens when I do. So thanks for watching this. Next video, 747. See you then. Bye.